time for that. Culture for the Streets, hosted by Mafia and Pain. Ain't no news like street news. Whether you're here for the streets or you're here for the news, hit that like button and subscribe to the culture. Let's go. We gotta talk about Yella BEEZY recently being arrested for being responsible or involved in the unaliving of Mo 3. Rest in peace to Mo 3. Moment of silence for Mo 3. Now we know Mo 3, Trapboy Freddie, and Yella BEEZY at one point in time used to be cool, and then they fell out. And this is something we see all the time. People that used to be cool, bump heads, fall out, go their separate ways, and due to social media being so toxic, it makes everything, it adds fuel to the fire. So when you go from being cool with somebody to ending up being charged for a capital case with the same person you was cool with, that makes the situation even worse. In this situation, we see Yella BEEZY caught up in something, and we see Trapboy Freddie on the run due to allegations of them being involved with what happened to Mo 3. And this is just another blow to Dallas as a whole, because Dallas got a lot of people coming up in the rap game. Trapboy Freddie, Yella BEEZY, Mo 3, rest in peace to him. They were at the forefront at one period of time of the Dallas wave that was going on. So to see these three, yeah, Mo 3 is no longer with us, but to see these three end up in the situation they is, Mo 3 gone, Trapboy Freddie, and Yella BEEZY being accused of being responsible for it, and they saying that the same person that they gave the bread is the one that's responsible for putting this on them. Let's understand that while you rapping about how much money you got and how you will put it on somebody's head if they come against you, right? When that happens, and the nigga don't stand solid, if he get caught, you are now sitting in hot water. And when the death penalty is something that they putting on the table immediately, a nigga stance of being firm gonna get a little shaky. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Is that what changed the nigga mind to want to get Trapboy Freddie and Yella BEEZY up in this Mo 3 situation? Because he stood on something for a long time. But at the end of the day, it's been some years. And all of a sudden, 3-4 years later, they come get these dudes, man. Dude working with the DA. It's that simple. What's crazy to me is when these dudes go out here and allegedly put money on people's head, and then they head get smushed, and then it come back on them, is how they didn't expect that, especially when you go out here and you paid these excessive amounts of money to some dummies to go out here and do a job for you that you probably couldn't have got done on your own. It don't make no sense to me, and I just feel like the younger generation needs to wake up and understand that if somebody come to you wanting you to do something for them like that, and then you get caught, 90% of the time these niggas' minds change when they get caught. Now all of a sudden, the nigga that wasn't there when you committed that crime ends up being responsible for it just like you were, because he put the bread over. So quit paying these dumbass niggas to go do stuff for y'all, because that's gonna land you in jail. We seen it happen with the old Block 6. They thought they got away with it, but they was really caught right after they did it. We also know since the arrest of Yella BEEZY, he got a $2 million bond. I'm pretty sure he got 10%, so I'm pretty sure he's going to make bond. So Yella BEEZY has a chance to fight this case, but what I wanna know, let me know in the comments. Do y'all think it's over for Yella BEEZY and Trapboy Freddie being charged with the capital case on Mo 3, being involved with the case with Mo 3, which we all already had as assumptions, but these are still, yet and still, allegations, even though it's a lot of black and white out there for y'all to go see? Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Will Trapboy Freddie and Yella BEEZY go down for what happened to Mo 3? Or will they walk away from this?
Movie production in the hood. That's how we do it, young man. Top flight, baby. Yeah, GP running this shit, movie set in the hood. Come on out here. Come out here. Check in with TV, getting these movies done. You better know. Church. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in, oh well. Check your ass out. We're going to check you in, all right? We're going to check in all of your equipment. We're going to check it all. Justice for death. Boy would have been there like, yeah, you don't know what you waiting on, nigga.
Sweetie! Like, stop lying with this goofiness.
We gotta talk about this because what we are watching may be one of the biggest gang takedowns in YouTube history, man. That's why we outside with it right now. We gotta talk about Big U, man. We gotta talk about big draws. I don't know why they would call him big draws. I ain't calling no grown man big draws. I call him big boxer briefs before I call him big draws. But anyway, Big U, I'm gonna call him today's modern day Debo in LA because a lot of you niggas are scared of this man, and it shows, and his bully tactics that he has had over the industry has been similar to what Jay Prince was able to do in Houston. We seen this in Big U. Coming home from prison, we seen him maintain power in LA in a certain way through the industry, just not through entertainers, athletes, rappers, members that come to LA, people that come just to be on vacation. You gotta pay. At least that's what Big U say. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Recently, he just turned himself in because he was implicated along with 20-something others in R.I.C.O charges. A slew of cases, and Big U is at the head of everything, and it's not looking good. But at the same time, when you living like this and you claim to do so much, it will fall back on you. And we know a lot of these allegations that's coming down on Big U ain't solely his responsibility or solely his actions. Some of these things are from people in the gang, from the 60s, being people like Loose Cannon, being a right-hand man of Big U. People like Brick Baby, being a member of Neighborhood, Car, the 60s, knowing a lot of business, speaking on a lot, insinuating a lot, putting a picture out there for people to draw a vision off of. And at the end of the day, we are talking about criminal activity. These are members that got strikes talking about criminal activity. And at the end of the day, we just seen a R.I.C.O case come down, and now all of them got to fight for their life. Now we watching a whole bunch of 35 and up niggas, 45 and up, double OGs, 62 and up, finna go to jail because they wanted to still be members instead of transitioning to men that live regular life. Big U tried to live off his lifestyle. Now, if you ask me, you can't point the blame at nobody more than a member of the Rolling 60s because it was the people involved in that gang that was responsible for exposing that gang. So you gotta point the blame at them because they're responsible for the exposure they caused to their gang for them to get indicted on these charges. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment. We finna roll this footage on Big U before he turned himself in, man. Let's go.
This video before I turn myself in. Talk to my sons, I talk to everybody, man. I'm gonna deal with this fight. See what it is. I'm trying to know. All this stuff is quiet, man. Shit's all bullcrap. We just need y'all prayers. We need y'all to... I don't even know what to say. 21 years, I've elevated my family. Come back. Shit ain't even right and do what I need to do until I come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. You can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love. I appreciate people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
Especially it might be to, I don't know if it's to the right or the left.
Reach out to anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my own family. Appreciate y'all. Go. I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Action, or I used Developing Action for some front. Developing Action paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made from as an employee for Developing Action. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't use no fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around telling me I was using Developing Action as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's going to be true. None of that's going to be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they want to arrest 21 dudes. Some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you going to lump me in with all them? But it's all the big picture though. It's all the big picture. Now I'm going to be sitting in here. It's going to be years on my life. Then you going to get dudes who don't even talk to you. What they going to say? You ruining people's lives. I heard it's over 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Church, just pray for me. Pray for me, pray for my family. And look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. I'm looking at all these choices on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So, is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Kenny. Everybody know I don't fuck with Rick Baby. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them are the dudes you gonna have that call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 away. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raid my houses, raid my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with Developing Action. What crimes am I committing to cover up with Developing Action? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes. Ain't covered nothing up with Developing Action. This should be crazy. But this how they get you. They get 1 or 2 people to say something. There ain't gonna be no real evidence. There ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeat of thugs. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60's. Watch and see. We just seen it with thugs. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. Alright, man, just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they there with the police? And y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows, 100 shows, all them shows, and y'all need to, everybody who's following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. And y'all show ain't foreign people. They can put charges against anybody. So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in and see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. And he's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was actually about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff. All of y'all fired. All of y'all will be sending shit around the internet. All of y'all will be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying. All of y'all giving these likes and hitting likes. All of y'all supporting this. All of y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. White said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sending it around to get people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This is the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty. Because somebody else don't like you and they go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it. It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in though. Because I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my window. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. Now I got the last thing to say. Wack said he's gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate. That's what the play is. That's what the whole play is. I'm out. I'm gonna send y'all videos to put up all of them until they lock me up.
Now with Big U in jail now, fighting these cases, along with 20-something other people from the same section he from, right? You still got people like 600 out on the streets trolling, making the 60s look bad. No matter how much he don't like Big U or how much he don't like certain people in the 60s, at the end of the day, internal beef should stay internal. The outside should never know what's going on in the inside of the house. You feel what I'm saying? And we watched this happen for so many years. Really, we done watched it happen ever since Nip died. Rest in peace, Nip. One thing I want to ask y'all though. Do you think the 60s was responsible for taking down themselves? Because at the end of the day, I don't think any outsiders took them down. I think the talking they did, the too much talking, the going on to Adam 22 and these podcasts and talking about real business with real members, real crimes, real pressure that they was applying to the industry. It's so much that come with what's going on right now with Big U. Because you also had the internal beef that played a part into why the public knew so much. So why would you think the police don't know so much? They gonna know so much because they watching the same things that we watching too. So we gotta look at them and fault them for why they sitting in the situation they sitting in. Freedom boys. But at the end of the day, these grown ass men need to learn how to shut the fuck up. And life will go a little bit smoother when you keep everything in the darkness instead of trying to put everything in the light. So the light shine bright on you and the light that's being flashed on you coming from the wrong people. You feel what I'm saying? So we see what we see now. So do we see Big U working his way out of this? It's going to be hard to say because some of these things are allegations still. But it's a lot to fight. And now with Big U out the way, it's really no pressure on the industry no more because Big U got to be out to really apply that pressure correctly. The ones that was rocking with Big U like that, they in jail with Big U, so I no longer see this pressure being applied on the industry, not just the streets. the way it has been when Big U was out here on these streets. It's like the industry finna get a fresh breath of air. Because let me tell you this. One thing that ain't gonna happen again is a nigga step up to the plate and play the same position Big U was able to play and enforce niggas to open that bag up and pull some money out when you come through LA for anything. Big U enforced that, not for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. He enforced it for a few decades, bruh. So it hit different. So think how many people that he'd impressed. Finesse for some money, press for some money, extorted out some money. Looking at what's going on with Big U and his partners. You think they give a fuck? Man, they wiping their forehead of the sweat that was being applied, the perspiration that was coming out their pores was being applied by Big U and his homeboys. So hell no, the people that was being oppressed by Big U and his people, no, they don't care. They actually get to breathe without so much weight on their chest. So y'all let me know in them comments. Was this good for the industry, but bad for Big U? Or was this also bad for the industry and bad for Big U? From my perspective, it was bad for all of them. Because all them dudes 35 and up. Some of them dudes got Santa Claus gray beards. And you still trying to live a gang life. Nigga, maybe ain't no place better for you but jail. It's time for that culture for the streets. Ain't no news like street news. And whether you're here for the news or you're here for the streets, hit that like button and subscribe to the culture. I'm out of here.